Hello, dear friends. Since we last spoke, I adventured to London for the first time. I had a magical time there with lots of book shopping and exploring, but upon returning home, got quite unwell. I was unable to do most of my usual tasks of life, but diving between worlds remained. I wanted to take you along on an adventure of reading for 24 hours today to help take a step away from the world for a little while to recover, rest and read. So let's ease our way back into life. As you may have noticed, I recently rearranged my bedroom. It allows all my bookshelves to be together and makes me extraordinarily happy. I now have my read and TBR books all together and track my TBR books via my library catalogue app. The current amount of books on my TBR stands at 144. This move around has made my space feel even more comforting and cozy than before, so with embracing being comforted and cozy, let's get to reading. I'm now less than 100 pages until the end of I Captured the Castle and 2 hours into this 24-hour reading vlog. I'm really enjoying this book so much and it's making me want to pick up more historical fiction, so I definitely think that's a genre in which I'm enjoying more and gravitating towards. I used to really dislike historical fiction for no reason in particular, but just the fact that I'm a mood reader, and I think I was just in my YA phase, whereas now I'm gravitating more towards historical fiction, so we'll have to bear that in mind. But I do have my TBR that I picked out behind me. I'm still really excited for each of these for all individual reasons. I haven't picked out which book I'm going to read after I finish I Captured the Castle, but I do have two options I'm more gravitating towards, and that is A Certain Hunger and Dangers of Smoking in Bed. So we shall see where the reading takes us. I'm going to finish I Captured the Castle shortly, and then I'll update you on my reading progress. The journal-style writing, the castle home, the old atmosphere and the countryside breeze, the promise of romance and the knowledge of growing up. This is what this book encapsulated and beautifully rewrote. I was never bored and found this book so gripping. I really enjoyed the journal-style writing and just the day-to-day life of our protagonist. It was so enjoyable, so much fun, and absolutely flew by. So I just wanted to give you a little check-in slash update. I am now 5 hours into this readathon, so I have 19 hours to go. I have just hit the 50% mark on The Nature of Witches, which is my current audiobook. I did a lot of listening this evening, which has been so much fun. I'm really enjoying it so far. As you know, I'm also currently reading Dangers of Smoking in Bed. I'm only about 15 pages in, and as it's short stories and horror, I don't particularly like reading horror before going to bed because I am a little bit of a scaredy cat. So I think I'm going to pick up Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies alongside it because I am a multiple book reader. I don't know if you are, but as a movie reader, I do find I pick up multiple books at once, and as long as they're not really the same genre, they don't ever cross in my head. So I think I'm going to pick that book up alongside my other reads and progress with that one a bit more. But I've got still quite a while to go, 19 hours left of this readathon as mentioned. Work has been quite crazy this week, so I hadn't had much time to dive into reading as first anticipated, but I'm grateful for this evening for getting some reading done and getting back into the world of literature. So let's get back to reading, friends, and I'll keep you updated as we progress out. Hi friends, so I'm only about 7 pages into Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and I'm already really enjoying it. Its constant mention of hidden folk and fairies though really reminds me of this series here. I believe this one is actually the first one, but I read Byron in You first, but it's the second one in this sort of like duology series, and this is so much fun. I do believe it to be middle grade more so than adult fiction like Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, but I definitely recommend this one if you're enjoying or if you've read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies and are wanting more to do with the hidden folk perspective rather than a human perspective. But I thought I'd just pop in and mention that recommendation. I'm really enjoying the writing style so far. I definitely think the journal writing style is fastly becoming one of my favourites. I really enjoyed I Captured the Castle because of the journal writing style, and I'm really enjoying this because of the same writing style. So I'll keep you updated as I progress through. I have 18 hours and 28 minutes left of this readathon, so I'm going to get back to reading and we'll keep you updated. This book made me want to go out into nature, experience the world, and I adored the romance. I love how it was weather intertwined, and I just love this author's writing. I recently read Wild is the Witch by this author, and I loved it too. The writing is so easy and it's so enjoyable, and I highly recommend for a fast-paced, easy-to-read YA fantasy filled with witches, romance, and magic. So every thought I have undone. Hello my kindred spirits, this is now the end of this 24-hour readathon / vlog. I know you may be a little confused as I still technically have 12/13 hours remaining, but I'm deciding to end it here for a multitude of reasons. The first being I'm wanting to get this video live for you on Monday, as I know I've recently missed a few uploads due to being unwell and on holiday. The second, I didn't really find this experiment work for me. I loved the time-based aspect of it rather than how much it could read. It didn't put a number as to how many books I was reading and was time-based, so it gave me more guidance than you must read this amount. However, I would find sometimes I would forget to clock in when I would begin reading, in which completely pulled me out of the experience. I would find more pressured to read because I knew I have to read 24 hours, otherwise I would technically fail. So that put more pressure on the reading experience. So overall it kind of had a negative impact when it's a busy period in my life at the moment, which is not what I want, because reading is what brings me joy, helps me escape, and as a fellow reader I'm sure you're aware these are the things we value in reading. But going forward I think I like to do some more time-based reading experiments, a bit similar to this one but less harsh and less too much of a dedication, especially during a busy time. That leaves me with 143 books remaining on my TBR, and I'm so thankful you're here, you joined on this adventure, and I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you have a wonderful day or night. And until next time, friends.